Attention. Attention.
What's happening, everybody? This is Brent from the band Shinedown, and this is Shinedown's Week Takeover right here on Pirate Rock. So then when my dad gave me that tape from Otis Redding, my whole dynamic of how I could sing, all of a sudden I was like, wait a minute, you mean I can do this too? And it's okay. And my dad was like, there's no rules. You can do whatever you want. Why don't you become original? Like find your voice. So, Otis Redding got me to Sam Cooke, which got me to Al Green and Percy Sledge. And then on the female side of that, like Marvin Gaye got me to Nina Simone and Ella Fitzgerald and Billie Holiday. And just a whole world of Motown and R&B opened up for me because I do have a lot of that strut in, a lot of the songs and what have you. So I have to be totally honest in regards to my dad changed my whole world for the better.
That is so
Just
cool.
like Michael Beinhorn changed Chris Cornell's perspective about, Frank Sinatra.
So let's go to the new album, Attention, Attention.
Okay.
So freaking good.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Appreciate it. That's the reaction we're looking for right there.
Yeah, but I mean, it's Christian. Darren, he gave it to us, and we were listening to it. And I was walking the other day, and Christian, he texted me like really late, like, "Holy fuck, have you heard Attention, Attention?" I'm like, no.
The song Attention, Attention.
Yeah.
Oh, the song.
Yeah, the song. Yeah.
So you don't like the rest of the record?
Well, we do. But he's like, that is a great song. You have to listen to it. Yeah.
Wow, thank you.
Already.
Oh my gosh.
I was blown away. I've listened to it 100 times.
Thank you very much.
Since Wednesday.
Because I was like,
Thank you.
okay, I went into my email and I picked it up and I listened to Devil. And I'm like, yeah, it's so good. He's like, no, it's not that one, it's this one. But I really like Devil. It's so good.
We had to, the reason we chose Devil was because, first and foremost, it starts the story. But when we were, we had the immense pleasure of opening up for Iron Maiden last year. We were with them for 44 days in the UK.
That's cool.
And we did 22 shows with them. We started in Antwerp, and then we did 2 shows in Germany. We did Frankfurt, and we did 2 nights in Frankfurt. We did 1 night in Hamburg, and then the rest of the tour was the UK. So when we would do our meet and greets, we were so engaging with the audience when we do meet and greets, because a lot of times, like, if you buy our meet and greets or our VIP packages, like, we don't put a table down and then all 4 of us sit and run people through like cattle. We don't do that. Like, we line people up on a wall, and then Barry and Eric start on one side and me and Zach start on another, and then we cross in the middle. But you get to have an interaction with us. And so when we were having these meet and greets, the consensus of a lot of the people there, they had kind of a request in all these cities. It was kind of the same request. Because they also knew we were in the middle of writing a record. They said, we love your catalog, we love your records, we're huge fans. We do have a request, if we can, for the new record.
Yeah.
And we were like, absolutely, what is it? And they said, can you make it heavier? And we took that back to South Carolina because Eric is the producer of the record, who just happens to be in the band as well. He also mixed the album. So when we were in there with a lot of the material, we were keeping that in mind and how the thread runs through everything. But Devil is a little bit of a wink to the fans, where you wanted it to be heavy, so it's about to get heavy.
I don't even know what to say.
That's like that's the very first time that I had done an element of the vocal style being a bit more urban, especially in the verses, and a little bit more what I call, it's a little bit more street.
Yeah.
In that. I remember when I first did it, in the studio, and everybody was like, "Are you serious?" Because I was just doing the verses.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Dude," and I'm like, "You gotta trust me. You gotta trust me."
I gotta feel
and
it.
I got something cooking over here. You gotta let me do my thing. And then when when the song was finished, everybody was like, a lot of it was like, people were going, every time I don't think you're gonna I don't know, every time we think you're not gonna surprise us, you completely like surprise us.
Yeah.
You know, because you have to own that. You know what I mean? You can't do something like that is on that verse and like half-ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're gonna do it, you're gonna have to do it all the way.
Yeah.
You know, and that's one of my favorite songs on the record. That was one of the funnest ones to record.
But thank you so much.
No, thank
for
you.
For taking the
Both
time
of
to
you.
talk to us.
It's my absolute pleasure. Thanks for giving us the support.
Hopefully we will see each other again, like
Absolutely.
a third time. That
Absolutely.
would be cool.
It's a date.
Devil is the best song in the world.
Devil is the best song in the world.
You are kicking ass. Holy crap. My Hots is a badass. This is gonna be the hardest one.
My Bronx is badass.
Hot. My hot is a.
Your cock?
No.
Your cock is a badass.
On that note, you win.
Oh my god, what was the
We're
last
just now. We're
one?
gonna leave it with that.
We're gonna leave it with that. Okay, tack så mycket